What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to society. It's over. It's bloody over, guys. My soul is gone. My soul is gone. Feels like something's died inside me, man. Can't believe it. Cannot flipping believe it. Fuck, man. Thought to myself, man's got COVID. I thought the weekend can't get any worse. I'm missing a lot of things this weekend. You know, missing the boxing tonight. Couldn't even go to London to film Big Six. Couldn't go to protests. Couldn't go to anywhere. Sat down. Somalia's playing Niger. We're 2-0 down. I said, you know what? It's okay. Things can't get any worse. And Sir Jim Radcliffe could be potentially getting his football club because Sheikh Jassim is ready to withdraw his offer. He is about to withdraw his fucking offer. These fucking Glazers, man. I swear to you, if I see one of them outside, I swear to you. Oh my God. How do we deserve this? 17 years of pain and you won't let go. You just won't let go. 17 effing years at this football club. Look how much money they're giving you. Look how much money they're giving you. Yet you're fucking greedy, aren't you? How much money do you want for this football club when you can't even do the training ground up? The roof's fucking leaking. How much money do you want? How much money do you lot want? You've neglected this football club for 17 years and you come out and say it's not enough. Get out of the football club, man. About not enough. Are you kidding me? How much money do you want? You greedy, absolute scum. That's what you are, man. You greedy scum. And you're letting this fucking football club rotten. Fucking parasites, man. I don't even care if this stream gets demonetized. Couldn't give a shit, man. These fucking Glazers, mate. Parasites, that's what they are, man. You had the money there. The most money you could ever fucking get, mate. And you're greedy. You're fucking greedy, man. Can't believe it. And I don't blame Sheikh Jassim. I really don't. I don't blame him. These lot are trying to mug him off. They're trying to mug him off. They've offered the best amount of money. They've offered the appropriate package, what they wanted. But it's not enough, is it? Let me go and get this statement out here, man. I don't even want to read this statement. Oh, let me read this statement. Exclusive. Sheikh Jassim has had further discussions with the Glazers to family to buy 100% of Man United. That's what I mean. 100% of Man United. We could be fucking free. Sheikh Jassim's bid proposition has been rejected again by the Glazers. As a result, Sheikh Jassim informed Glazers that he's ready to withdraw his process. Let me see if there's more. Oh gosh, there is more. There is fucking more. Look at this. Glaze is informed of Sheikh Jassim's decision. He has withdrawn from the process. Final bid. Oh my God, look at the money. Almost double than the 3.5 billion market valuation. Look at that. But yet these look at this lot, man. Look what they're doing to us. Almost double the market valuation. Double. 1.5 billion extra investment was planned. We were going to get a new stadium, a new infrastructure, everything that this football club needed. But these Glazers want more. Jokers, man. Sheikh Jassim has presented fully cash bid. Oh my God. Oh my God. It gets worse, man. It gets worse. It gets worse, people. Oh my God. 1 second. Oh. Clearing all debt with zero debt for 100% of the football club. Just imagine that. The whole debt gone. Everything wiped out. Everything out. Everything gone. New history, new football club, everything gone. It's a new era. Everything is new. 100% of the football club. You're out the door. Take the money. They still said fucking no. Sheikh Jassim's team declined to comment on the news citing confidentiality restrictions, but have confirmed they have withdrawn from the process. It's over, man. The club is done, man. We're never coming back. The club is cursed. We ain't fucking coming back ever again. And that's done, mate. United officially died today, mate. That's it. That's it, mate. Never is any manager succeeding here. Never get gassed about this fucking football club. I'm never getting, I swear down to you, man. It's done, mate. We're rotten, mate. And he thinks Jim Ratcliffe is going to get any of the football. He wants them to fucking stay. He can't afford it because you know what? He hasn't got the money. So he's saying, stay for a little bit. Have your little stake in the football club. Stay around. Stick around. Can't believe it, man. You've just ruined everything. You've ruined every single hope I've had. Every single hope I've had. I had Qatari flags ready. I had the robe ready. I was ready for that day. I was ready. Guys, I was ready. I have his son on Instagram. I was ready to congratulate him. I knew Dawn at this wonderful football club. Done, mate. Done. We're done, man. Listen, I don't believe in there's hope ever again, man. I genuinely don't, mate. I said we're toxic with the Glazers, and it will keep continuing, mate. Because end of the day, yeah, that depth was gone with the Qatari. So Jim Ratcliffe had no 100% guarantees of that debt going, no 100% guarantees of the infrastructure changing, no 100% of anything. There was none. There was flipping none. Oh, let me get some super chat. Our club is dust decided. We are not winning the title again for another 10 years. The only way this club will go if Old Trafford becomes empty. What do you accept? It's over, guys. RIP United. Get well, Suicide. Fan base needs to do more now. Time to take the Qatar flags out your bio. Listen, man. I generally, yeah. You know what? I'm just kind of, I feel empty right now because I just look at it and I thought, you fucking waited us for 8 months. One more bid, two more bids, three more bids. How many fucking bids have you told us about? How many bids have you kept waffling us with? And in the end, it comes to nothing. Nada. Nothing. We've come out with nothing. Every single hope is gone now. Manchester United fans, it's over. It's effing over now. We are supporting the club now blindly. We are supporting the club with no hope. That's what we are doing right now. This is it now. This is it. It's done. Every hope that you've got of Man United returning back to the glory land, it's done. It's done, guys. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but it's done. What hope have you got? What hope have you got of the stadium, the infrastructure changing? What hope have you got of winning titles? What hope have you got of building a solid foundation at this football club? What hope have you flipping got, mate? Because I ain't got none. I ain't got none. Sir Jim Radcliffe for me, no absolute idea does he have. He's pulling one over you guys. The sooner you learn that, the sooner the better. Honestly, don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, man. Could have had it all, man. Could have had it all. We could have had it all, guys. That is the saddest thing about it all. We could have fucking had it all. Yet these parasites, yeah, want a bit more money. You bought the club on debt. You've used every single penny out of the football club. You've never used any penny out of your own pocket. You've used the club's name. You've used the club's financial resources. You've used the club's income. Every single thing has been the club's, not you, Glazers. Do you hear that? And you have the audacity to come out of here and reject a world record bid. You absolute mugs, you parasites, you disgraceful, absolute incompetent, absolute idiots. That's what you are, man. And it's time for Man United fans now. You have to ramp up the pressure. We have to now ramp up the pressure. This is it now. This was the final straw, and this is it now. Manchester United fans, this is the final straw. This is the nail in the coffin that we all needed to hear. And it's game over for you lot, man. It is now. No to Jim Radcliffe, no to the Glazers, nothing, mate. We want them out, and we don't need another one who's letting and allowing the Glazers to stay and introduce them all and be happy dubbies and happy friends. Less of that. You apps. Oh my God. Oh, oh my God. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Victor Liang, we have finished all the Man United journalists. Y'all a joke. We're club jokers. Embarrassing club. It's over. I'm more. Yeah, I'm never going to read them. Genuinely, man. I can't believe it. Genuinely can't believe it, man. Oh, what do we do now? What do we do now? What do we do now? Generally, what do you do now? All that excitement, all that time and effort, every single thing wasted, all that hope that you had, all of that hope, Beckham coming out, everybody having the two words about it, every single one getting us excited. For bloody what, man? And you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame Qatar and Sheikh Jassim for saying, you know what, enough is enough now. Because these lot are mugs, man. These are like absolute mugs. Feel like they waste their time. 1 year dilly dallying around. 1 year. Nearly we're coming to now of dilly dallying around, pretending that they're going to sell the football club, pretending that, you know what, we're open to selling. No, you fucking weren't, mate. Stop lying. You dangled the carrot and we all got excited. Shame on us, man. Shame on bloody us, mate, for believing this all, man. We should have known what these lot are. That's what we should have known. Should have known what these lot are. Honestly, I'm just, I just can't honestly believe it. I really can't. It ain't easy. Ain't easy, man. Oh my God. They did this to FSG with Liverpool. Oh. There's look, listen, you know what, man? I just think for me, yeah, like that there's literally no hope now. You know what? This was the final straw for me, man. I said to myself, you know what? I'll wait. I'll flipping wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll keep waiting. I'll keep waiting. But that wait now is gone, mate. He's gone. Sheikh Jassim is gone. He said, Ma'a salam. Do you guys know what that means? It means bye bye. Adios. Au revoir. That's what he said. You literally can't, man. You know what it is, man? You can't, honestly. Supporting Man United Football Club, man. I'm telling you now, man. I don't know what to do. Generally, supporting Man United Football Club, man. It's not good for anyone, mate. I'm telling you. It's absolutely not good for anyone. It's time to get games cancelled. Listen, I'm up for it, man. I could give a shit. If they're watching right now, I'm up for it, mate. Let's start cancelling the games. So look at the bright side. This could be, yeah, get out of here, man. I don't give a shit about the views, bro. I want my football club back, mate. You think I care about the views, man? I want this fucking football club back, mate. I want us to go back to what we used to were. You see what I mean? Couldn't give a shit about all of this, man. Yeah. Manchester United need to get back to where they belong. We're seeing Man City winning fucking trebles. Yeah. Do you think I want any of this shit, man? Manchester City are winning trebles. They're laughing in my face. They're on a new dawn. They've got proper owners. Okay. Morally, we don't know yet. And it could be all for nothing. But right now, as it stands, they run properly. And what are we? What are we, man? Literally, what are we, man? We are nothing, man. And yet, Jim Radcliffe, whose own roof at Nice is already leaking, whose own establishment is falling down, who can't even get his own house in order, is ready to take on Man United. Are you having a laugh? Look at this. There's no guarantees of them leaving. Oh, yeah, stay. Oh, yeah, stay for a little bit. These Glazers know what they're doing, man. They're businessmen. They don't care about what you say. Some more breaking news. I just need someone to tell me this is all a lie. I need someone to tell me this is all a lie. And that Fabrizio Romano has got this incredibly wrong. I need to tell me that this is all a lie. Sheikh Jassim made an improved offer for Man United the last few days, with sources described as an increase in the hundreds of millions, which that was then rejected. He pulled the plug. Damn right he should do, mate. Damn fucking right he should do. Look at that. More money, and these Glazers still don't want to hear it. They still don't want to effing hear it. What do you want? Seriously, we are literally in the depths of misery. 10 years without no Premier League. We had our first trophy in 6 years. You've crippled us with debt. Our training ground is as equivalent as a Reading, as Charlie Savage said. The women's team don't even play in our stadium. They play in Lee Sports Village. The roof's leaking. We don't have proper facilities. What do you want? You can take the money and you can run. That's what you can do. Take the money and run. You are making an absolute and I repeat it again. How much more profit do you want? Tell me, like generally, how much more profit do you want? Like generally, how much more profit do you effing want? Let me get some super chats. How do you take L's on international break? Listen, they can't even let me go, man. Why didn't this top red fan base boycott games months ago? Clubs have been on sale for a year, but still fan base funded them. Match going, happy clappers, enjoy. Mm. Let me just read some more information coming out. Um, Sheikh Jassim's final bid was reported. Oh my god, this is depressing. Guys, like the video, man. There's over 2,200 in here. Like the video if you can. Sheikh Jassim's final bid was understood to be around 5.2 billion, had increased since final bid in April. Damn, man. Damn. Damn. What literally, man? There's nothing positive for me to ever say anymore, man. You get me? There's nothing more positive to say. Literally, I don't think there's anything more positive to say, man. I just think we're doomed, and I just don't think there's no coming back from this, man. I don't think there's enough people that will back it. You know what I'm saying to you? There's not enough people that will get involved. And like I said, man, you could easily say the match going fans get over and get out. I get that. I 100% get you. But then my ticket gets given to another guy who wants to spend everything. You can't ultimately do it. You can't ultimately do it. I'll be really honest with you. You can't ultimately do it. I don't think there's enough in the fan base for us to unite. That's just the bottom reality, people. There's too many fans I don't care, and it comes with that. Unfortunately, Glazers won't leave because of you, Man United fans. They know you will keep spending and wasting your money predicting finish above Arsenal. Damn, damn. Is there anything on Jim Radcliffe, guys? Is there anything on Jim Radcliffe? Is there anything on him? Like, because you know what? Like, generally, there's no point. There's literally no point. Yeah, yeah. Jim Radcliffe's going to take it, I think. I'm speechless, man. I'm actually speechless. Big up to June, says Saeed as a United fan. For a generation, I'm officially done with supporting this team. It's unbearable watching a team I love falling into pitless abyss. I'm fuming at bro. I don't know, man. There's fuming, and then there's you know what? There's just misery, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Like generally, like I feel like it goes anchor, then it just goes to despair. Right now, I feel I feel empty. You know what I mean? I feel empty. Like generally, I feel empty. I just want to now just not even like I don't even want to care about football now. What's the point? What's the point talking about Man United if there's no hope? You know what I mean? What is the point now? It's rinse and repeat. That's what I keep saying about people saying sack the manager and all this and that. It's you know what? It doesn't mean anything, man. You know, Ten Hag's job is literally a minuscule to the greater problems of my United Football Club. That's why I don't want to get involved in anything. Sancho talk, I didn't want to get involved. I couldn't be asked talking about that subject. Ten Hag, I couldn't be asked talking about in or out. I couldn't be asked. It doesn't mean anything. What does it mean when you got these guys in charge? What does it really mean? What does it really mean? What does anything mean now? Look at Newcastle Football Club beating PSG. That's what you call hope. That's what you call a new owner giving them a new lease of life. That's what you called hope. You see what I mean, guys? Newcastle Football Club are now transformed. They've got a new future. Their owner decided, right, it's time to go now. I cannot do any more. This is it now. Bye bye. Ta-da. He said, that's it. And now they're beating PSG. And you know what now? Qatar might go somewhere else. You think this is serious? They could go to Tottenham, West Ham, any other football club that decides they want to sell their football club. Daniel Levy, whoever now, can say, hold on a minute, Qatar are around. And he may go and do that. He might go do it out of vengeance. He'll be like, you know what? Sod you lot. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come now to another football club that's chasing top four. I'm going to take over that football club. And you know what? I'm going to make them better than you lot in about 5 years' time. Give me 5 years and I'll dismantle everything that you've got right now and be better than you in everything. And I'll win trophies more than you. I'll bring the best manager, bring the best facilities. I'll do everything more than your football club. And you know what? I wouldn't blame him. I genuinely wouldn't blame Sheikh Jassim for doing that. Just out of spite. Just out of, you know what? Fuck it. They've took a mick out of me for 8 months, 10 months, whatever you want to call it. They've took the mick out of me. Where am I? Zoateng says, I believe Qatar for this, Saeed. I understand 6 billion is overpriced, but what the Glazers wanted, Qatar, just close your eyes and pay the money. Bro, come on, man. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly, mate. I disagree. I absolutely disagree, bro. Fundamentally, I disagree, man. Because ultimately, yeah, there's greed, man. It's not just about paying money. These are businessmen. These guys have got pride. These guys know they deal with money every single time. Do you think they're thinking, you know what? Just open your legs out there and say, you are, what how much do you want? No, it's not about that, mate. It's not about that. And what's right should have been the money that was given now. That's what should have been happening. That's what should be happening right now. Ah, still got Sir Jim's bid. Mm. Literally, there's literally more. I don't know what to say, man. I don't even know what to do. You know what I mean? Where'd you go from here now? How do you digest this news, man? Like you can't even give me bloody. You know what's crazy, yeah, man? Like genuinely, what is wrong with this football club, man? How many more times do you want to depress us, man? How many more times can you depress us? Genuinely, like I'm being serious. Like, how many more times can you just stay out of the news? 1 minute you're investigating your own injuries, the next minute you want to, in an international break, do this. Like, what is it with this football club, man? Like, genuinely, man. Every single damn time they're in the news. I don't know anymore, man. I don't know. Here's Nuruddin anyway. Although you don't want Nuruddin, here he is. You got your wish.
Yo, big up, people. How we doing?
How we doing? I don't know
How
what
we
I'm
doing?
doing.
Listen, Saeed, listen. I know you're devastated, but I promise you, from day dot, bro, I never believed any of it. So for me, I don't feel that. I just feel devastated for fans like you. I feel devastated for the fans who got their hope. But for me, I knew Glazer were playing games. Go and check out my first tweet. I never got giddy. I never got excited. And I told everybody just to mind their mental health. People need to look after their mental health. What's going to be will be. We'll find out sooner or later. But who I blame, if everybody who clickbaited the fan base, everybody, all of those people need to hold one, innit? They need to hold one.
Rio, everyone.
Yeah, all of them, all those clowns that did this. At the end of the day, if you read the statement again, Saeed, because it says he's withdrawn, but it doesn't say. It leaves it a little bit hanging in it. Even something like that, it leaves it hanging, doesn't it? It leaves it hanging because.
It says here, exclusive, Jim Ratcliffe had further discussions with the Glazers family to buy 100% of Man United. Sheikh Jassim's bid proposition has been rejected again by the Glazer family. As a result, Sheikh Jassim informed Glazers that he's ready to withdraw from the process. He's withdrawn, man. Listen, that's it now. It's done.
No. Ready. He's ready to withdraw. So it's look at the language, look at the wording.
Look. It says here, Jim Ratcliffe team declined to comment on the news site in confidentiality restrictions, but have confirmed they've withdrawn from the process. So basically, they've withdrawn, Nuruddin. There's no more, man. It's done.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, all the fans were disappointed. Go and take it up with the people who clickbaited you. None of us clickbaited you on here. We just reported on the news what the news was saying. But I was always telling every fan and every United fan, people, do not get giddy. Do not get giddy. I'm not allowing myself. I'm not going to be emotionally manipulate myself to think these clowns are ever going to act in the best interest of Manchester United fans. They don't care about us, man. They never cared about what we think or what we want. They don't care. It's about bottom dollar for them. That's all it is about, money for them. So this idea they were always going to do what's in the best interest. Glaze is doing what's in the best interest. Are you kidding me? Saeed, I told people, I don't have a degree. I don't have a master's. I got a PhD in Glazers, mate. So I knew the clowns. So now, all those people that wanted Jim the Radcliffe, there you go. And all these people who are now going to tell you and going to come out, well, it's not that bad, you know, because he'll take 25 and then he'll buy them out, surely. Listen, the Radcliffe for me, I always said, if it's 2% or 1% of Glazers staying at Manchester United, you're a rat. You're a rat. And that's what it is. So honestly, big up Usman, the brother wrote RIP Manchester United. It is because, like you said, I could hear you before what you were saying about Newcastle. You say whatever you want about Newcastle. They were in a dire situation. And you know what? My guy sold it. The connection between the fans and the team and the players and the club as a whole, They're all in the right direction. This is what energy looks like, Saeed, where everybody's emotionally engaged with their football club. Because let's be right, Saeed, me and you go to games, but are we ever? Are we ever engaged? Do you ever see me and you wearing like woolly hats? Another winter's coming. Do you ever see me and you wearing a woolly hat that says Manchester United? When I was a kid, I used to get in the woolly hats. I used to love getting those, the Umbro or the Adidas gloves back in the day. I used to love wearing those things. Yeah. To me, I've not bought physically a shirt from the club shop for about 18 years, 19 years now. I haven't. So it is what it is, people. This is what we are. For me, I always said something because I was always waiting for this day, bro. I was always waiting for these type of days. For me, the fight continues, and we already know it's only like less than a quarter United fans who are asked about it anyway. The rest of them are just like apathetic. So at the end of the fight continues. We fought for it. They've dilled a carrot in front of us for a year, and that's majority of the emotions of Manchester United fans. I feel sorry for the younger generation who thought they would get a new start where everybody would be re-engaged with their football club. They're not. They're getting Jim Radcliffe, the rat, who's got no plan for the debt. He's not even telling you where he's getting the money from. And he said that the latest thing that I heard from a guy close to Ineos, you know what the journalist said? He's not doing this for vanity. He wants returns. So the guy who's jumping into bed with the Glazers is a guy he's not doing it for the love of Manchester United. He's doing it because he wants some returns. So another guy. So instead of the Glazers milking us, instead of the Glazers milking you, now you're gonna get two another Glazer. It's called Radcliffe milking the club. So before it was only one lot that was milking you. Now you got two people milking the club. So get used to it, people. But for me, I say the match goers in it. The apathy is there. I understand about 50% of the people their side. They're over 60. Let's be right here. They're over 60, right? I don't blame them. I blamed all the other people that can protest, can do all sorts of things. All the fan groups that stop interacting with the club, stop engaging with the club, even over ticketing and everything. And you saw their little pathetic like statement the other day about the ticketing. After they threw the fans under the bus, like we know they're selling it on the website. Then they blow our club lies about the fans, saying they're calling the fans the ticket out, while they're the biggest ticket out in the world when it comes to Manchester United. They're the biggest ticket out. Manchester United have always been the biggest ticket out for Manchester United. We already know, bro. People didn't go down. If you know, you know. That's all I have to say. Because they were there doing the work for the club. And other people went down. So we know about this. The thing about me, also, we know too much. And at the end of the day, I take it simple. I never got giddy once. I never got overexcited once. I always tempered the majority of the fans, and everybody called me negative. This is it. I'm not going to lie to you, if I was a betting man right now, I've been cleaning out. Because all the things that I predict come right. At the end of the day, I know how the Glazers work. I always told you about it. I always told every fan that wanted to listen, I always said to them that these Glazers play games. That's what they're about. They're not about the interest of you or the fan. So why are you getting emotionally manipulated? And by the way, big up Tom. That 4-star, that 5-star curry, mate, that 5-star meal. Get yourself down here, lad.
I'm going to bring Tommy. Let me just read this super chat here. Debbie says, I told you so, but I was hoping to. Glad I'm MC and Barca fan. Yeah, big up to Debbie, who's a Barca fan as well. Tom, is this over now? Tom, you know more than anyone about this developing. You've been reading into it, all of it, etc., more than us. But is it over for Sheikh Jassim? Is that it now?
Yeah, he's pulled the offer from the table. He went up one final time over the last couple of days. He had similar sort of negotiations that Ratcliffe had, where they were speaking on different terms. Ratcliffe was obviously for 25%, so they had one deal that they were looking at with that, and then with Sheikh Jassim, his camp said, "Well, we'll give you more money." They've put a couple more 100 million up front, according to form, and then they've just said, "Right, that's it. So you either take the offer now or not." The Glazer family rejected it straight away, and he's informed both the Glazer family directly and the Rain Group that he wishes to withdraw from the process, and that's it. So the Qatari offer is no longer there anymore.
There you go, Nuruddin. That's it. It's done. I mean, does that straight away now put now Jim Ratcliffe now is he like basically all on his own? He's got the whole corridor to himself. Basically, Tom. Now is that it? Is that for him now?
Well, he's got the corridor to himself, but there is the minority investors. But let's be honest, Ratcliffe's basically offering the same as them, buy 25%, and then just buy them out over a couple of years. But there's no guarantees of that. That's the one thing that I think a lot of United fans will be pissed off about with the Ratcliffe deal, is that there is no guarantee. There's no time frame. There's no I'll buy you out in 3-4 years. It is just we'll potentially buy you out in 3-4 years. Who's to say that they will? Unless it's stipulated in a contract and an agreement, who's to say that they will? But at the end of the day, the Glazer family statement said what it said: strategic alternatives, which could lead to a sale, investment into the football club. And they're going to effectively get investment into the football club now because there is nobody that wants to buy it fully. I mean, Ratcliffe does still have an offer active to buy it fully, but it's not on the figure. It's not on the same figures of what Sheikh Jassim had offered in this final offer in the last few days, and that's it. But at the end of the day, I'm not being funny. I don't really think you can blame anything from the Qataris. They did what they did.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. These are vultures, man.
They gave the money up front that the Glazer family wanted. They said to go up again in the last couple of days. They bidded more money again. And when the club was valued at around $3.5 billion, they've paid basically double the premium price for the football club. I don't honestly know what a lot more United fans can expect from this, really.
That's what I'm saying.
And listen,
Look,
I'm speaking from it myself. I'm absolutely devastated with it. Because at the end of the day, I think when you hear everything that the Qatari bid was going to do for Manchester United, and all we've heard for the whole circle of it is they want £6 billion. Well, he's pretty much give them £6 billion. He's give them in and around that, with the debt included in the bid, and he also said without it. You make your mind up on what you want to do. If you want the price to come inclusive in the bid, we can do that, and you'll just take more money out of the pledged investment that I was putting in after. And whatever that covers for it, that will take on top of the debt. So on top of the bid already. Or we'll do it without the debt involved. And then as soon as I buy it off you, I'm clearing it out straight away. He offered them both of the options. And they said, no, the bid's not high enough. We want more money. And from there, Sheikh Jassim is informed Rain Group and the Glazer family directly because he sent the final bid in beforehand. Not the bid from the last couple of days, the fifth bid that had went in. And he said, this is the fifth and final offer, back all the way in April. When he sent that bid in, he'd sent it directly to the Glazers and also to Rain. And at the end of the day, it's coming up to nearly a year now of trying to buy a football club. And they didn't give them an answer. But they've got the answer that they wanted down the Qataris. And that is, you don't want to sell the football club. Yeah. We've given you everything. We've basically given you everything that you wanted. We gave you with the debt involved in the bid, without it. We give you a double premium price on the share price. We would have ridden your name away from Manchester United, so you would have probably never even been spoken about ever again, unless you want to go and do a history lesson on Manchester United. And you're at where you are.
I'm going to ring the super chat here. But, Lord, I want you to get involved in this side. Forget protests, forget Glazer out chance. We have to damage the stadium just like Ajax did, so I don't care anymore. We have to dig real deep. Lord, what do we do now? Because there's a lot of people there saying, give up your season ticket, you know what I mean? Do what you need to do. But people don't realize.
So to be replaced by who? So to be replaced by so you give up your season ticket side. So you're gonna be replaced by some what they call executive seats. That's they're gonna sell it 400 quid per match. Some guy who's just there on a day outers. This is going to be replaced by a day outers, yeah? It's crazy. Honestly, I don't know how these people think. You know what? All right, listen, me and Saeed will stop going to the stadium if you stop watching Manchester United. And that means you don't pay for Sky or whatever, BT or whatever subscription that you have. Absolute clowns, these people. The stuff that they make up. No, Saeed, for me, I've been protesting for 19 years. It continues for me. And that's what I said. It's less than quarter, Saeed, if we're going to be honest. Let's be honest. It's less than quarter out of 75,000, 79,000 people who go to that stadium. It's less than quarter, man. And the rest of it, the people are apathetic because they've accepted it. They've accepted it. And that's why they've taken the absolute... They've ripped the soul out of this football club. We go to games to go through motion, Saeed. And that's why majority of the fan base are just manager out. Blame all the players and manager out when you know that this club is toxic from the top and that Manchester United are not competing for a league title or a Champions League ever again under this ownership. And the guy, the rat who's on there, who's coming in, wants to even rinse the club even more. I'm not going to lie to you. The guy, a journalist who interviewed him, this is a journalist. I'm not going to lie to it. I'll find it, right? Somebody sent it to me. And he was on Talkshite. And he was talking to that Jim and that Simon Absolute Muppet, right? And this guy was speaking to them. And this guy is like a guy who specifically covers Jim Radcliffe. And he's like, yeah, Jim Radcliffe is coming in. He's not buying Manchester United. He said he likes the club, but he's not buying Manchester United he's buying it because he's expecting a return. So what does that mean? So even if he fully bought it, he'll be bought on debt again. And none of these people, billionaires, Said, when they buy it, it's called acquisition. When they make these acquisitions, nobody buys it in cash. They all go get bank loans. So more bank loans. So even if the debt goes, there's going to be a Jim debt. Jim the Radcliffe debt.
And you're back to square one. You're back to
square one, mate. Back to square one. And none of these cronies in the media will tell you that. Where's the detail? Where is the detail? One thing you will say about Qatar, at least they show some detail. They said they're going to want to renovate all around Old Trafford. They want to build a new stadium. They want to get rid of the debt. They said these things. They put it out there. They let it be known. Radcliffe, well, I'm going to take the debt to Ineos. Are you? Mm-hmm. Are you? Do you have that? Do you have any actual liquidity? One thing about the Qataris, they've got liquidity. Of course, they would use banks, but they've got the money. They've got liquidity, Saeed. My guy has not got no liquidity. At the end of the day, it suited people like me who were the anti-Glazer out guys, because to put it into the fans, the imagination of fans, right? I'm not speaking as everyone. To use it against the Glazers, go, there's somebody who wants to buy Manchester United. And you know, I've been beating that drum. But as soon as they said they might sell, or they are looking at strategic alternatives, they said, right?
Partial sale, etc., etc.
Yeah, it's strategic alternatives. Well, there's the alternative, people. It's the Radcliffe. The Radcliffe and Ineos. So to me, it would have been Saeed. It would have been. I would have lost my absolute shit if it was 2% of Glazers keeping him there. No, the fact that they're still going to be the majority stakeholders in this, and he's going to be that like little partner. It's the funniest thing ever. And then he also wants to rinse the football club.
Because of Jackass, Man United officially be liquidated spell from football soon. As an Arsenal fan, I feel 100% sympathy for United. You know what's mad here, guys? Yeah, is that I just don't understand. Yeah, well, I do understand because they're absolute incompetent idiots. Yeah, but they've never ever said what price they wanted. Have you noticed in all of this? Yeah, they've never really said what their price was, man. They just basically dangled the carrot there, and they basically just kept saying, "We want more. We want more. We want more."
No. Listen. No. They let it be known.
No, hold on a minute, Lord. He said, "Is that enough?" And you know what? I'm not doing it anymore because you're not saying to me what do you actually want. Because at the end of the day, I'm giving you the highest bid. First of all, I'm giving you a bigger bid than this guy here, this Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And then I've given you a world record bid. And now I've even added on more. What do you flipping want? Like, tell us what you want.
So they literally thought, right, that the club is worth 10 billion. The market value of Manchester United right now, it's the market value. So let me just repeat to people. This is the market value of Manchester United. It's 3.75. That's the market value.
Yeah.
Market value is 3.75.
By the way, Steve said hello in the chat, by the way.
Who's that?
Steve, big Steve's in the chat, by the way.
Oh, listen, be in the chat. No, listen, City fans, Liverpool fans, they can all celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Celebrate. I know, enjoy your night, people. Enjoy it, celebrate it. But people like me never bought it anyway. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So to me, getting bantered to me, not me, mate. That's one United fan you can't banter because I never bought into this. Instead, I used all that time to tell the United fans, do not get giddy, do not get overexcited. There's nothing concrete. So all those people that told you, oh, it was over in March, by May, it's all done and dotted. Nobody's feeling Qatari now, are you? No, none of you. Because you all got absolutely bamboozled. You all got clickbaited the hell out of. You know who was even clickbaiting you? Like Reuters. I told people, and people are like, Reuters are a reputable organization. When I told people Bloomberg are clickbaiting you, people are like, you don't know what you're talking about. I am a business person. And I'm like, listen, all it does for me, I don't need to be a business person, but I've looked at the amount of interactions on Bloomberg website, on Twitter, and their social media, and I see them posting the same article, and they've never had so many articles, Saeed, the same article with so many interactions on social media. Like, I looked at the Reuters did exactly the same. So I told everybody, listen, this is what is called clickbaiting. Why are they posting, both of them posting the same story again and again and again? And everybody was telling me, you know nothing about journalism. You know nothing. You're just a negative. That's all you are. Just negative. You know nothing. And I told them, it's Nuruddin 20 clickbaiters zilch. That's how it is. Undefeated people. And I wish I was wrong. I wish I was wrong on this one. But I told you, I ain't got a degree in Glazers. I ain't got a master's in Glazers. I got a PhD. I know how these vultures work. They don't give an absolute damn. And you see that today, did you hear the statements? You see what's coming out of this this MGM, this meeting with the fans and stuff?
Yeah.
You see what's been coming out? Did you see some of the statements? Where
no.
Your boy Mertesaid is saying, we need to investigate what's happening with like 16 players that are all injured. I'm like, you effing clown. Did you ever tune into United Real Therapy or Saturday TV? We was telling you when you were playing those 12, 13 players to death, this was going to happen. This was going to happen. Majority of United fans who pay close attention understood and knew. Regardless what I'm getting called negative. Mr. Negative. And then your boy Arnold comes out and goes, all of the recruitment, John Murtaugh is in charge, all of it. And that he goes, John Murtaugh's doing an investigation. Listen, we're run by clowns who don't know what they're doing. We're run by clowns. We are run by clowns. And Rich Arnold goes, the results being indifferent, it's because we're doing an investigation to find out. And John Murtaugh is in charge of recruitment. It's an absolute joke. Your club is a football. Listen, your club is a joke, some of you. I don't know what it's going to take for you to wake up and realize. I don't know what it's going to take to smell the coffee, know who you're supporting. But all of you are just like, Ten Hag out. And the manager, it's the manager's fault. Jokes.
This super chat here, Memphis Depay says we are done. We are slowly but surely we are going down. Mike B says, why are you all surprised Qatar defends Palestinians and this deal gets off? Free Palestine, by the way. Nuruddin, right again. Saeed, don't get giddy. Big up. Man's been yeah, listen. It's 19 years, man, and they're still here, man. They're still here, mate. They're still here.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And like I said
Facts.
to you, man, I feel like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think right now it's a time to be somber. It's a time to be, you know what I mean? It's one of them. You have to fuel it in whatever way you can. Right now, I can't lie to you. I'm gutted. I really, really am, man. I thought that was our only hope of clearing out the debt, building an infrastructure, building a new Manchester United. Whether you know what I mean, I'm not saying you get rid of the history or whatnot, but you build a new history, a new foundation. You know, it's as simple as that. So I think in that aspect, that's where I'm at right now. I can't lie to you. So, boy, I don't know what's next for United, man. I really don't. We're done, man. We're done.
So listen, at the end of the day, it's simple, innit? The only solution majority of the fan base can offer is like, don't go to the stadium, lad. Don't buy a season ticket. So that you're gonna be replaced by some person, some hospitality to sell your ticket for like 400 quid a match or 300 quid a match. Listen, at the end of the day, United fans, Manchester United have come through tougher times. The song goes, we never die, we never die. Keep the red flags flying high. We're Manchester United and we never die. But Saeed, I'm not going to lie to you. Somebody put the super chat, said that it's got something to do with what's going on with Palestine and everything else. I'm not going to lie to you. People have been telling me that for the past couple of days, that saying to me that no way the Glazers have been put under pressure, not to sell to Qatar, because of what's happening in the Middle East. And by the way, free Palestine. Big up everybody who was at the protest today. Love and light to everybody.
I seen you, by the way. I seen you there. I seen you on the video.
Yeah, solidarity, everybody. Solidarity. Love.
So what? Do your part, you English Shadowy. It's not about doing a part. We have to find out a realistic and actual plan. That for me is not a plan. Giving away my season ticket for another person to come in, it's not a plan. I'm telling you guys now, it's not a plan. People have done it before and they've failed. For me, it's not a plan. It's really isn't. It's not realistic for everyone to give their season tickets away. It's not. So for me, I can't lie to you. There are other realistic situations where that could happen. But again, I don't know if United fans are willing to do that, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Just to explain when people this, I just want to give a little bit of a nuanced explanation. Yeah. Teams like Valencia, teams like AC Milan, people that do massive like stadium walkouts, all of that kind of stuff, they've got ultras. Now, ultras are people who basically are kind of fans representing, because obviously they got a bad name. Some of them are deluded, some of them are like crazy and violent, yeah? English football used to have the worst problem in hooliganism, right? Through the 70s, 80s, and 90s, right? You see it now and again sparks off. So they've done everything to basically, in this country, to take the game away from working class people. Football now, is official. It's a middle class sport. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a middle class sport. That's why Roy Keane made that famous prawn cocktail. He was talking about class. He wasn't talking about United fans. No, because they're talking about the hospitality aspect of it and how business is coming to football. And how businesses have a meeting and businesses will give each other like a match day experience at Manchester United. They're not real fans. They're just there to come to these hospitality things, right? So at the end of the day, AC Milan have ultras where majority of the fans, they all agree. They all have a say. Look at in France. Look at the way in France, Marseille have ultras. Look what even Lyon, look what they've done. Lyon called the team over when they've been doing horrendous. Do you think that they could do that? In England, the fans are taught to be subservient. Fans are subservient. Fans are disregarded. And without fans, like the great man said, one of our greatest legends, must be said, without fans, football is nothing. Nothing. At the end of the game, it is what it is. So it's time to organize and to take collective action. But as I told you before, people, I can only ever speak the truth. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I ain't never gonna sell you no dream. I'm telling you, it's less than quarter of the fans who are bothered. And even less than that, Saeed, are consistent. But a quarter, when Manchester United sack another manager, when Manchester United are in another perpetual rebuild, how many more rebuilds can you have? How many rebuilds can you have in a decade? How many rebuilds can you have in a decade? Like, it's an absolute joke. And you know what? It always says, if you don't organize, if you don't come together, if you don't put all the egos aside, and just afterwards, you can all the infighting can take place. This is the fan channels. This is all the different representatives of fans, right? All the different fan representatives come together. All the fan channels come together. We all decide. We all have a vote. Not everybody's got one of these phones, Saeed. If somebody puts something out collectively to do, what should Manchester United do? What should the fans in the stadium do? What should the fans worldwide do, right? We can come together and do action, but ain't nobody wants to get organized. Ain't nobody, Saeed, want to put their egos aside, because everybody's got their ego. I support Man United more than you. I love this club more than you. I do this more than you. At the end of the day, the only solution people might have in the chat is, get rid of your season ticket. You're just like, what? Like, are you kidding me? Get rid of the season ticket? You already know 15 to 20,000 people left Old Trafford. Fans left at 2005. Do you think Manchester United fans didn't know what was coming to the football club? Do you think the Glazers ever hid who they really were? Do you think they came and pretended? Putting that much debt on the football club? Listen, if this savior, Jassim, somebody to buy the football club, totally take it away from the Glazers, was an opportunity. Somebody to get rid of the debt, somebody to build the infrastructure, not just in the stadium, but the infrastructure around that side of Old Trafford. All of that would have been amazing for Manchester United. It would have had the connection like Newcastle have now with their football club. We would have had that connection. We do not have that. We do not have that, people. And it is what it is. So the only answer is, if you're a match goer, are you willing to organize? And of all the different fan channels, are you willing to unite? And we can do things on the phones. Everybody can vote. Everybody can register. And that can happen.
There's a super chat there. 1 second. Jarvis says, if this is true, we're headed for bankruptcy. Chapter 11. Here we go. Big up to Jarvis in the building. Told you said not every club on sale gets bought. Yeah, Chelsea talking there. At the end of the day, fans make you famous. Simon Hooper says the fan channels are full of weirdos, focus on each other rather than the root of the problem. Simon Hooper says there. Listen, everybody's got their own agendas in it. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah, man. Listen, I'm finished, man. I can't lie to you, man. I don't really have the energy right now. I've already got COVID, man. I'm already bedbound, man. I ain't got the energy. I got no energy. You know what I mean? Life is already taking the energy out of me. And then you got this news today. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, don't have nothing left. I have no shame left. I have nothing left.
You know I didn't insult. Listen, I hope you get better. I hope you get better. Seriously. I hope you get better, bro. How many days have you been now? Have you had it now?
No, it's been 2 days now. So I've just rested up, man. But you
know what? This news is just adding insult to injury, innit?
That's what I'm saying. I was watching Somalia play Niger, and they were losing 3-0. I was watching. They were losing 3-0, and I said to myself, you know what? It's okay, man. I'll just relax. I'll watch a bit of, boxing tonight. I was just like, you know what? I thought, you know what? Weekend relaxing, nothing to worry about. I just genuinely thought, Man United. You know what I said to myself yesterday? I thought investigation about injuries. All right, fair enough. They're doing. It's a good thing then, at least. Today, as soon as I seen exclusive Jassim, I knew it was all over, man. I just, my when your mind just goes like my heart sank, man. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo.
I'm sorry, Saeed. Genuinely, you know what? I'm sorry, Saeed. I don't want to come out and say I told you so. And some of you might think I'm just telling people I told you so. But I warned every one of you to chill. I warned every one of you. You don't know the Glazers. You don't know these vultures. That's what they do. That's what they do. They play games. They don't care. They don't care. And now you get the Ratcliffe, and he wants to add more debt and take more money out of the football club. Honestly, I'm going to send you that side. I'm not lying to you. After we do this, I'm going to try to find it and send that to you. And this is the words from a journalist who interviewed Ratcliffe.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, spot on, man.
I say to the fans, yeah.
Anything?
Listen, I say to the biggest thing I say to the fans, man.
Here,
Listen to me.
I said here. Look, hold a minute. It says here, that they were willing to pay. Is it 8 billion? That's it. Let me see. 1 second. I think Simon Stone just reported something there. 1 second. Let me just read this here. Yeah, it says, including the actual bid, plus money set aside for the stadium, training ground, local community, and new players, Sheikh Jassim was willing to invest around $8 billion in Man United. Boy.
There you go, people. Listen, the biggest thing I'll say to the fans, Saeed, right? Manchester United came through the Munich disaster, which was one of the most devastating things that can happen to a football club, where you've had to get new players to come and play and put a team out. So at the end of the day, this club has survived worse tragedies than the Glazers. Worse tragedies than the Glazers, where literally people lost their lives playing for this great football club. So as the song goes, we never die. Keep the red flags flying high. Where Manchester United will never die. So to me, it's about fights. The battle continues.
1 second.
The fight continues.
Breaking news here. One more super chat before it says here, this is bottom when you've lost hope. So it's only up from here. 1 second. Sir Jim Radcliffe. 1 second. So Jim Radcliffe is set to complete a deal for 25% stake in Manchester United after withdrawal of his main rival, Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, from bidding war to buy Manchester United. So that is it, people. And then it says here, I think, 1 second. I think it's here. 1 second. So Jim's deal for 25% of Man United viewed as the first step in gradual takeover, set to be ratified at board meeting in the coming week. 25%, man. 25%, bro. Tom, talk to me. 25%.
Nothing, is it? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
25.
Times reported it now.
Yeah, 25%. Like I was saying before, it does nothing. It just means he has 25% stake now, but we don't know the full details of it, because from what other people had said was that the way that it was gonna be was he was gonna buy some of the Glazers shares and some of the minority investors shares and mix the two, and then he was gonna round it up so he got to 25. But at the end of the day, Saeed, irrespective of percentages, the money that he will put forward for this deal, even for 25%, is not going to impact Manchester United at all. So the numbers in this case, really, I don't really think a lot of Manchester United fans care about. I don't think they care if he pays 2 billion, if he pays 1, if he pays 500 million. I don't think they care. At the end of the day, the way that this guy's gone about the deal for it is the one thing that I think has broke the camel's back, really, for a lot of United fans. And the one thing United, and I think all of us fans can probably agree on, is that for 19 years, we never trusted these owners. For 19 years, we never trusted them. And from day dot now, with Ratcliffe, he come in with this impostering. I want to put Manchester back into Manchester United. And I'm a fan of the football club. I was at the '99 final and playing on the heartstrings and everything to do with that. But at the end of the day, even where it's set to be ratified at a board meeting, basically what they're going to do is they're just going to iron out the terms of how many years this will be. and how much that he will have to buy them out over a sustained period from per year. But I mean, the quickest sort of resolution for this with Ratcliffe would be if he bought them out in 3. That's I think really from how big the deal would take, and if he values it out at the full 6 that the family were looking at, really, it would value it out that he would pay about $1.5 billion right now, and then he'd have to pay the rest of it out over the sustained years. But at the end of the day, with all this that he would come out with, even when he gets to the full ownership of the club in 3-4 years' time, who cares? I mean, what do we know even about Sir Jim Ratcliffe? What do we know what he wants to do with this football club? He's happy as a Manchester United fan, for people that he says that he is. He's happy as a Manchester United fan to sit by with 25% and let what the Glazer family have done for 19 years, and he's just going to turn a blind eye to it until he gets control of the football club. It's shocking. And
But
the guy,
Tom,
like I say, he seems to be a United fan. It's shocking.
But Tom, the people are saying Abraham Joe think that the club's worth a lot more. And so where's he going to get the money to buy the whole club? That's the biggest question, people. Nobody wants to answer that question. If they're not willing to take 6 million or whatever, Saeed, where is he gonna go and get this money? And he's not liquid rich. He's asset rich. His company's asset rich, but he's not liquid rich. So where's he gonna go and get it? Where's that money coming from, people?
Loans.
Where is it coming from?
Loans and bonds, if he's going to try and do it, but he's just going to create more debt for himself. But with
more debt for the club. More debt for the club.
With all the Premier League works, anyway, Nuruddin, the way that he'd have to buy it is he can't put any more debt onto the football club as it is anyway. It will just be on him. But then it will impact what he can actually put into Manchester United because he's having to pay the same repayments back. The only difference is the debt that he will use for any sort of takeover, 25%, or buy them all out over a couple of years, whatever that adds up to that he uses as a loan to get it for, it just means that technically, indirectly, it's connected to United because he's used to buy it, but it's not on United's books. But effectively, it just means that the owner is crippled rather than the club. But then he's still got to do whatever with the existing debt, for which, like you already said, Nuruddin, there is no plan. There was always this fluttering around of, we'll move some of it onto Ineos's books, or we'll move the lot of it. But there's never been a clear identity as to what he actually wants to do. But with the way he's going about it, I mean, let's be honest, guys. It's absolutely
it's
absolutely
snake,
shocking.
Bro. He's a snake.
The thing that pisses me off the most about it, anyway, speaking as a fan's perspective, is the guy said he was a Manchester United fan. You are not a Manchester United fan if you're prepared to sit there. If you're prepared to sit there with 25%, I don't care if you've got the money or not. If you don't have the money, don't join the race. It's simple.
So hold on a minute. Tom. So when eventually they accept 25%, when they ask for, let's say, 5-6 billion, how is he gonna afford this?
It's not that he'll have to. It's not that he'll have to ask for it. Like I said, because there's not been a drawn-up contract, and because of NDAs, you don't know what anybody signed. But the way that it would work, from what I know with sort of financial people, is the contract. It would have to be over a couple of years, so like 3-4 years, and that he'd have certain payments to make over those years, and over those years, he would then gain more percentage of the club, to the point where he'll either have more than the Glazers to control it, but there'll still be some of them involved, or they will still have other, in terms of the minority investors, still sat there. The Glazer family would just be what Ratcliffe would be coming in the door. But effectively, the one thing that we always said with Ratcliffe anyway, from the very get-go in the start, was he just wants control. He wants control of the football club. And let's face it, guys, he will probably get it at some point, but there's no guarantees, like Nuruddin said. And I agree with him. There's no guarantees because we don't know what the guy's signed. And if I'm being honest with you, unless he's got a price that he has to buy them out for, say he gives them 1.5 for the 25%, and then he gives the rest of, I don't know, 4.5 or 5 later down the line, but in installments over a couple of years, unless he gradually buys it out over time, I don't know where the money's coming from it.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, Saeed, like
Chelsea season ticket holder.
But the guy says he's a Manchester United fan. And I'm not being funny, Saeed. No Manchester United fan, I don't care if you've got the money or not, would sit there and stand on the sidelines and let this guy and let this family what they've done for 19 years. No true Manchester United fan would let that happen. They wouldn't. With or without the money, guys. They wouldn't. Because you wouldn't be able to do it to yourself if you love the club as a Manchester United fan. That's the difference. But at the end of the day, Ratcliffe says he was at the 99 final. He says he's done all these experiences. The only ever time that he's ever been seen at Old Trafford was when Saeed. When he went to look at the fucking football club he was going to buy. I've never seen a picture of him at the 99 final. I've not seen him on any guest lists in the camp now. VIP tickets, seats, nothing. We've seen fuck all. But at least with the Qataris, they didn't try and lie. They didn't promise everything that they weren't going to deliver upon. And as it's all coming out now, they had £8 billion worth of projects that they were willing to pay up to.
Tom, I'm not going to lie to you. If he wanted to buy Manchester United full right, I would hear him out. I would judge him.
We would all.
But he never started off on that row. He never started off on that.
He did. He said that he wanted to buy 69%, and then when he realised the valuation of the club, he didn't have that money in place to buy it for that price. Because
how is he going to buy them out then? That don't make sense to me. How is he going to buy them out?
Over time, Nuruddin. That's how he's going to try and do it, but there's no guarantee.
The value is only going to increase because of the rate of inflation and everything else.
Well, that's what I mean. So unless he has it signed and sealed, where he has to buy them out for however much money over years, and it values up to the 6 that they want, or like you're saying, Nuruddin, it might go to 10. We don't know.
So,
but unless it's signed and sealed, there's no guarantees.
But Tom, listen to me. If you can't afford it now, and things only get expensive in the long term, listen, if you go to somewhere, right? If you want to buy something, you go somewhere, you can't afford it now, but you want to buy part of it, but then you know that the rate of inflation is going to be worth a lot more. Where's he going to get that money from? Is he waiting to win the lottery? Is he thinking that's going to win the lottery so then he can buy the rest of it? Like, I'm telling you guys, this guy, in terms of actual liquid money, he hasn't. It's the company that has it. The company turns over. And you know what, Saeed? His company, Ineos, he has got responsibility to shareholders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And therefore, it's not about Manchester United. They have zero responsibility to Manchester United. They make returns for the shareholders that they have. Simple as people.
Nuruddin, I'll even add on to that. He doesn't fully own Ineos, for people that want to know. He owns it with 3 different people. He's a 3-way partner, ownership group of Ineos. But the other two full stakeholders that are in it with him, with Ineos, in terms of Ineos, they're his best mates. That's the only difference. And the same 2 people that you saw in the images.
He's got another 15 years maybe to live. Well, we don't know anyway, to be fair. We can't predict. But he's 70. He
might have his sons come involved. Obviously, it's fun.
So we're going to have 2 minutes. It was Malcolm Glazer who bought the football club, and now his sons are bending us over. So now we're going to wait for Cliff's sons to bend us over. I told you, people. I told you. This ain't, the maths ain't mathsing. This ain't making sense. These people are telling me now are going to come out. These cronies in the media, you're going to hear them on all over these YouTube channels, these so-called United fan channels, what an absolute piece of joke. And they're going to tell you to swallow it. They're going to go, well, he's going to buy them out, but, 25%, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. I mean, that's what we can get right now.
Please, man.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction now.
Andy,
that's what they all.
We're gonna be wrapping up in 5 minutes. But I'll let you come on, Andy. But we're gonna be wrapping up in 5 minutes. Let me send Andy the link. Andy Tate. Let's see what Andy Tate's got to say, man. Andy Tate, I've sent you the link, mate. But I can't lie to you, man. Right now, I think for me, I just need to sleep on this, man. I need to sleep on this. I'm devastated, man. As a fan, I'm devastated. I can't lie to you. I'm not even feeling well at the minute anyway. You know what I mean? And you know what?
You're devastated. Saeed's feeling devastated. And Manchester United didn't even play. They didn't even lose a game this weekend.
You know what? It's just what I'm saying. Like, United always will ruin your weekend somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, Manchester United will ruin your weekend. Maybe they've been ruining our weekends for 17 years. Or how many years since Alex Ferguson left?
19 years.
The Shield.
Years for me. I always knew. And you know what, Saeed?
I didn't even plan to go anywhere. I said to myself, I'm staying. We won a game. I thought, you know what? All right, then. We've won a game. I don't need to go anywhere. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, man. Generally, if you don't laugh, seriously, you'll cry.
There's too much.
There's 2.5k in there. The video's already been demonetized. I don't give a shit. But please like the video. That's all it is. And subscribe if you're new. You know, subscribe if you are new.
Why is it
video. And like I said, sorry. Here's Andy. Here's Andy. Let me get Andy on because we got 5 minutes. So let's get Andy. Let's hear his point for 5 minutes. Andy, go on, mate. How are you feeling, mate?
I can't say what I want to say, mate, because it would shut down your YouTube
It's already demonetized. Don't worry. It's already demonetized anyway, the stream. So go ahead.
Fucking die. Fucking die, Ratcliffe. And I mean that. He's a broken Bruce Wayne with no fucking ambition who wants to sit on a yacht in fucking Marseille or Monaco and sit on his yacht, sip his fucking wine and go, oh, I own Manchester United and eat a piece of fucking cheese. Saeed, we will never see a Premier League title again at Old Trafford. We will never see a European Cup at Old Trafford. This is mediocrity, mate. This is fucking mediocrity. Whatever he spins, he could spin fucking so many plates. He think he was Dynamo from fucking Bradford. He ain't gonna fucking convince anybody. He's not convinced anybody. He's PR spin, the bullshit. I fucking dare you, Ratcliffe, walk out on that pitch at Old Trafford. I fucking dare you to do it. And you will fucking see what a fucking annihilation of character is going to fucking be. I fucking dare you, you senile old cunt. You'll be fucking dead in 20 years. And who's going to fucking own it then? He has bent us over. We have all been bent over and played for fucking fools. The entire fan base. You've been messed about. I've been messed about. Mr. Structure's been messed about. All our fucking emotions fucking played with like a harp. And you was at 99 final, was you? Here's an image of me outside the new camp. Fucking self-imposed more like. You know? Fucking trying to buy Chelsea. Running a French team. Fucking second down to 7th. Bang average. You'll never see trophies and glory again at this club. Ever. Mediocrity. Now, I don't want to go negative, but it is what it is. And I tell you what, God help the Glazers and Jim Ratcliffe, because Qatar will come back to bite us. They will fuck it. You do not piss off Qatar. And they are a very, very honourable nation and honourable people. So they will come back. They will take a football team in the Premier League and they will come back and this will bite us right on the backside and they'll throw it in our face. Pure and simple. Ratcliffe, you can fucking die. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't care who the fuck sees this from Old Trafford. You fucking broken. You're a broken old cunt who all you want is fracking. The gases at Old Trafford, the gases at Carrington. It's all about fucking fracking. And you will use, I'm going to do Carrington. Oh, yeah, you'll do it by fucking fracking the place first. And it'll be 10 times as worse. And the stadium will not get done. We will not get a new stadium. We will not get anything. Not a rebuild either. That place will still be falling apart 20 years from now, guys. People can laugh at me, our rivals. Fine. Like I say, if it was your club, you'll fucking be upset and hurting. So, you know what I mean?
Now, listen. I'm gonna wrap it up here, man. I think this is it now, man.
Well said, well said, Andy. Well said. At the end of the day,
I wanted to hear from Andy.
Like I said,
let's say my last word. I feel sorry for the fans. I never bought this. I always knew Glazers were playing games, and I was never convinced by the Radcliffe. So it is what it is. This club has come back from tragedy. There is somebody now out there who could save this football club and give these vultures what they want. But unfortunately, the people that we thought that would do that, they've gone out, they've stepped out of it. But for me, we never die, man. Manchester United have come out of more horrific tragedies than this. But like Andy said, I always said on the Glazer ownership after the genius of Fergie left, I don't see this club ever get competing for big trophies. And Saeed, I was right. And Newcastle will be competing for trophies. Those big trophies before Manchester United ever do. And if the Qataris go and buy Spurs, we're in the mud. Like Andy said, we're in the mud.
It's already in place at Spurs. It's already in place for them. Ready to go. Training ground, stadium, fan base, ideal location, London. Ready to go. And I tell you what, like I say, he is a broken Bruce Wayne.
Andy.
The only thing I will say about the Glazers is the dad was cold, calculated, and a proper businessman. His kids couldn't order a fucking coffee and a croissant for fucking breakfast because they're that fucking useless.
They are.
Yeah. Listen, Nordin, I'm going to wrap up here. It's been a pleasure.
Guys, Andy.
I'm going to be watching the boxing.
It get better, bro.
Yeah. Andy, it's been a pleasure.
I've just come back from the football. I went to FA Cup football today. Just come in, found out. Jesus H. Christ. What a Saturday night.
Yeah. Listen, people, we're going to wrap it up here. Big up to everybody who's joined the video. Like the video on your way out, and I'll see you on the boxing. It's going to redirect you guys. So I'll see you over the boxing, people. Take care, guys.